Greetings, everyone. Just waiting for the mic to connect. Okay, here I am again. Right, and you love them, but they do not love you. I think you would point out that Quran ayat. Oh, so they do not love you. I just made a mistake here. Sorry, excuse me. And you love them. Quran ayat. Now the thing is that there are some good Quran ayats about loving them, but the Ahl Kitab and others, they don't love you. They want to, they don't love you. So that's a love ayat there in Quran, which someone I was listening to last night gave another ayat, but maybe this one, I'm not sure. Anyways, about love. So you Muslims love them, right? Let's go to the ayat. And sorry, I've had a very exhausting time and all this and headache, but I thought I would persevere, and I will do my best in this condition to not talk loudly, but please forgive me, please understand that I have exhausted my patience, right? I don't for the life of me understand, and at the same time that how people, Muslims cannot see what I'm showing them, what I see in these Quran ayats against, it's a false, against Prophet Muhammad, and discrepancies in the Quran, mistakes. So I hope you will cooperate with me. I'm not ex-Muslims who have that kind of patience. I'm not like that. I wish I was. In my life, I've failed a lot. I wish I could have been a good person, service person, and all this. So please bear with me here. You are. Right? You love them. So we have been also blamed, accused for spreading hate against Muslims and Islam, like distorting Islam, the Quran, and showing it like ISIS. It's an ISIS religion, or Taliban or Al-Qaeda's religion. That's not what I am doing here. I myself shocked at the many now Quran ayats I've been finding, which confirm and reconfirm and all this, that not only discrepancies, errors in the Quran ayats, but also that he kind of legalized, he used Allah to, in the religion, to Prophet Muhammad, to legalize killing of those Jews in Yathrib, killing of polytheists, frightening the Christians, Ahl Kitab Jews also, at the same time that to Allah would obliterate their faces, since now this has come. This for me was not my religion. For me, I was told that Imam Hussein, when all avenues of peace are closed, and also to keep your religion personal, we say things, when we remember Hussein, we say that Hussein was good, personified, good deeds and all this, things like that, for humanity, goodness, peace, love, eternity, showing us what is La ilaha illallah, truly, not distorting this religion. So Hussein stood for all these great qualities, virtues, of a religious, truly a religious believer, a Muslim believer. So now I've forgotten my point here. And but I never could think that houses could be broken. Because they attempted assassination on Prophet Muhammad, besiege, cut down trees to go to get those people who are in the fortresses or houses in their city now that you have reached. So I had not understood the whole, like read the whole Islam. And even now, like Islamic sources and all the history, even now I'm not fully complete in my knowledge, reading history, Islamic history, and all the hadiths and all. And even memorizing them, like I saw a brother, ex-Muslim, Ahmad, and others also, Dr. David Wood, J. P. Fender, Dr. Fadi of, what's his channel's name? Sorry, I've forgotten. Sira International, Christian Prince and all this, all of them. Sahil, ex-Muslim, Adam Seeker, ex-Muslim, Nuria Khan, Haris Sultan, Ghalib Kamal, Hatun, all the ex-Muslim. So please bear with me and hope you understand my condition. I would love to give you time and take it step by step. And I hope in the end that, and while I do this, my voice gets very the same. And if I might just, I've become suspicious, because of my condition. And now I can't take, like, why can't you see it? I can't take it. So my patience is exhausted by now. I wish it wasn't. Anyways, I've come here. You say, why then would I do this work? So I should close actually the live chat, not allow anyone, but I keep it open because it's not good. Maybe someone could help me say something, but I will get angry or something. Please overlook that, because of my condition. As much as I love not to get angry, and to patiently persevere with all of you who come even late and have not even looked at my previous live streams, taking you step by step. I don't have that kind of a genius. I forget ayats. I forget what ayats I used to prove that Prophet Muhammad was a false prophet in my long time ago video uploaded on YouTube. Okay. So here, Ali Imran verse 119, sorry. Carry on now, okay? Hope I can't explain, I'll be more than exhausted. Hope you understand, my anger and all this. Hope you don't hold it against me. And for the life of me, I can't understand why Shias looked at it this way and Sunnis I can understand Sunnis, but I can't understand Shias claiming to have given us the best that I saw, and then it all falling apart on me. That's extremely shocking. More shocking than to see the Sunnis. And now the Shias and some other fringe schools of thought from Islam, like minorities. Some say, this Bukhari is junk. But the Shias who claim that they've done thorough research, they've read Bukhari and they've read everything, even the junk that has come from the Umayyad side, the tyrants as they claim, they have read. So things like that. Now, can I say that I'm taking this discovering online and also a little bit prepared from the before coming to, here, and also rediscovering some ayahs. I hope I can say that and you would understand. That's how I go. And if you would cooperate, it would be really good, but I don't expect it. So once this cult offer didn't go, I suspected, I may be wrong, but I got very, very angry. Like, how can they, I thought that someone who is has come in in a very disguised manner. Sorry. I then later on, that, in a very nice manner as a Christian, and then he was trying to show me something which would lead to saying that here Prophet Muhammad was not wrong in concealing. That's how I took it. And I got very, very angry. I do admit, I do apologize for that. And that's what can I do now? I can't make up for what I can be fined, or, you can take action against me. Whatever way you like to even bring obstacles here, saying that you're still holding on to that. Yes, I still will be mad, angry. That's my condition. So I thought I was deceived by very good person who says he's Christian and all this, but I told him earlier on that, look, I don't trust you. I sometimes have this, I had told him this, suspicions. I can't trust people, let alone if you come here as a Christian also, I don't know, right? Even if you say and then even if you say that you don't, you're saying against Islam, but what mostly is the Sunni Islam. So, for example, like Perfect Dawa channel. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on him or anything, but last night he was there at Ex-Muslim Ahmad. Like, we don't know where he's coming from, right? I didn't, but it seemed to me that he just wanted to say, oh, no, just, he was saying that he's preaching that Islam is love, and, like Imam Ali says, Islam is a mission of love and peace. And that we are preaching, he was telling ex-Muslim Ahmad, that hate of, it's not hate. And he didn't say which religion, Islam is coming from. And which sources he believes in. Then the Quran only also come here and they say, oh, we can go to the Bible, but they won't go to their pathetic Sahih Bukharis. Hadiths which are totally show that Prophet Muhammad, some of the hadiths really are not worth looking at, right? So they'll go to the Bible, Quran only people, to understand this Quran, but they won't go to the hadiths. Because maybe the Quran ayat is that to go and look at the former scriptures. So those are more reliable than the life of Prophet Muhammad, than the hadiths is coming about Prophet Muhammad. And your own believers, Muslims, have written. So how it should be written, how Prophet Muhammad's life should have come to us, we're not told properly. Who are the scribes who should have been, like Zaid bin Thabit, Imam Ali? Who are the scribes, and why should we believe in them? Since I am proving from the greatest source of Islam, the Quran, as much as I can, and then when it's absolutely necessary, to go to the hadiths, tafsirs, and history. Right, Noor Haya is here. Good afternoon, a very good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you. I hope you are all good, inshallah. Nurhaya, I'm not all good, sorry. I had a headache. I didn't realize that I would be coming so soon. Um, so sorry. Thank you for hoping that I'm good, but unfortunately, sorry about that. I'm not good at all. Um, Nurhaya, so here you are, you love them, but they do not love you, and you believe in all scriptures. When they meet you, they say, we believe, but when alone, they bite their fingertips and rage. Say, O prophet, may you die of your rage. Now, God is telling the prophet to say, may you die of your rage. Surely Allah knows best what is hidden in the heart. So this is how you love them. Nur Haya, who was the other person saying Allah's love? Maybe M16 also. So this is how you love them. When Jesus Christ said, love your enemies, bless those who curse you. But of course, when his second coming will come, I don't know but as I read it as a Muslim, the Bible, I thought that he's going to take revenge or things like that. But for now, Jesus has told his Christians to love them, bless those who curse you, and this love is different. So even if you say that this Islam has love, the Quran ayats are there for love, yet claiming that here you are, you love them, this person doesn't even know what love is, right? Westerners have written books, Unconditional Love. And another thing this Quran ayat has claimed is that they say they don't love you. They do not love you. As what? In humanity, we love each other, right? It's only these religions that have divided us, these beliefs that have divided us, that have made us enemies of each other. Now, one is this ayat claims that the Ahl Kitab are biting their fingertips in rage against you people. Just because if you were peaceful Muslims, Salamun qawlan Rabbi Rahim, Surah Yasin ayat, Allah sends peace. The merciful sends peace, a word from God, peace. That's the best word, right? What is it? Salamun qawlan Rabbi Rahim. How that ayat goes in Surah Yasin, how it comes to us. Peace, a word from the most merciful Lord. And now if this peace that was coming to you and saying, personally you keep your religion personally. We will not interfere, we will not convert you. But you can see that this book is true. Now you decide, like I used to say in the beginning, you decide. I'm not going to come and kill you or threaten you that God will send punishments on you just because you have decided to take the other way to worship God. I will tell you so we were told that it's only like, look, God will, there's a punishment, there's a fire of hell, because you're misleading people. Even our religious scholars, if they misguide, with their knowledge and all, they say they have, claiming to have all the knowledge, and then they're not true religious scholars. They're not true people. They're hypocrites, or they mislead somehow, deliberately. Then they're going to the lowest hell fire. So we were told, okay, tell them this way, that this is how it is, right? It's the worst kind of punishment now God has created or made for you. Because misleading another is the worst in life. And I don't know why God made it that way, but we were told God made it this way, that if you put your hand in the fire, you're going to burn. If you put another person's hand in the fire, one day your hand will go in the fire, and then the skin will come up again and again. How many hands you've put in the fire misleading them? So we were told like this, okay? Then they meet you, they say we believe, but when alone, they bite their fingertips in rage. Doesn't sound like Christians, at least, or humanitarian people. Say, oh Prophet, may you die. Now Allah is telling the Prophet to say, may you die of your rage. If this ayah, the people claiming that Islam is a mission of love and peace, like Imam Ali has claimed, if this ayat properly examined, like I have been showing you, and why don't you see it? Then you see it's not love. It's not that love of true Allah. Why can you not see it? Although it says here you are, you believers, Muslim believers. You love them, but they do not love you. May you die of your rage. And they are angry, biting their fingertips, so angry at you people. If you had given them peace and said, okay, this is what the hell is there and this and that, and it's confirmed in your book, what has been sent down now, believe, otherwise we will obliterate your faces. God says we will. And you say, oh, that God has warned, and this great warning of obliterating faces or cursing or turning you back is God. God has chosen this way. You don't want to question that God, right? You don't want to question him. But I had to question it, whether it's a true Allah or not. Even reading the Old Testament, even seeing Hazrat Musa's movie, where they're running and then again and again they're going astray. I was like, can God please find another way? I mean, some of the stories that are in the Bible are in the Quran. And so I was just, even the ones which are in the Quran, the movie was showing. I was like, can God please find another way to get these people to the straight path? They're now worshipping the calf. Why do they not realize? I'm so tired. Seeing the movie, I got tired. Jesus Christ was born in the Bible, we are told, not in the Quran. King Herod killed so many. I'm like, and then when the Jesus Christ is born, okay, God has taken care of those women who lost their children, babies. And we're celebrating Christmas. The Christians are celebrating the birth of Jesus. Sorry, it didn't make sense to me. Okay? Those women wailing, those women who have lost their children, that's in the Bible, right? When Jesus Christ was born, not in the Quran. Did make sense to me. And in the end, I said, I've had enough. So the Christians may get offended, not like this, but they're not going to kill me. Now, this is not love. Realize this. Okay, am I getting angry at you people? I'm just angry that you don't realize. But I know through anger and shouting, I will not make you realize. You might want to leave me. But please understand. And I will be very grateful that you understand. Please understand, this is not love. And I wasn't even going to talk about this. But since it just came out, what I was going to talk about, that here I am. And it reminded me of this Quran ayat. Now you can blame us for giving Islam a bad name, spreading hate against Islam, and all this. And Mutta, according to the Shias, Prophet Muhammad used to practice this and told his Sahabas to practice this. Now, this is legalized prostitution, but in a way, kind of modified, right? So that the person is going to have pleasure to this woman for 2 hours or whatever, how many hours, he will take the responsibility, and the woman who gives you the pleasure, the girl who gives you the pleasure, will not be marrying, temporarily giving another man the pleasure until she sees that the one she's sleeping with and giving pleasure to, he has not impregnated her or something like, right? Not much sure about that, but the man has. So she has to be in iddah when there's when the temporary marriage, it has ended. 3 months, right? Iddah. Wait until she goes to another man. So this kind of prostitution is kind of modified, and the man takes the responsibility of the woman he impregnates, whom he has temporarily married. And the woman cannot immediately go to another man to give him pleasure. She has to wait. So it's kind of modified. This religion has modified very nicely. So we go to Surah Anfal again and look at these ayahs. Nur Haya, I came here last night, and I went straight on this Surah Anfal ayat. Right? Hope you can see that live stream. Yes, last night. Surah Anfal ayat 33 says, "But Allah would not punish them while you, O Muhammad, are among them. And Allah would not punish them while they seek forgiveness." So you see the previous ayats that they had not sought forgiveness, and what they did to Prophet Muhammad. Even then, and they were asking Allah, challenging, as your Muslims put it in the footnote, "Oh, you believe, if you fear Allah, He will grant you No, it's jumped up, sorry. "And when our verses are recited to them, they say, we have heard." 32. It jumps down and up, sorry. "And remember when they said, Oh Allah, if this should be the truth from you, then rain down upon us stones from the sky or bring us a painful punishment." So this also. And Nur Haya, for your information, Surah Anfal ayat 33, there are contradictions against this ayat in Surah Tawbah. I can't remember the ayat numbers. This is how bad I am. I apologize for it greatly. But now we can search for that. But what I came here to, so for Nur Haya, since she's here, sister is here, going back to Surah Tawbah ayats, right? So 13 perhaps, going to 13. Sorry, I'm eating something. I've got a headache also, that it might come back. So they have to become Muslims, then they can become your brothers in faith. But not if they don't become Muslims. You're supposed to kill them or give them time to leave wherever you find them, this and that. And if they break their oaths after their treaty, defame your religion. Okay, would you not fight against a people who broke their oaths? 13 ayat of Surah Tawbah, Nur Haya. Would you not fight against the people who broke their oaths and determined to expel the messenger? And they had begun the attack upon you the first time. So Surah Anfal says they wanted to kill the messenger. If they wanted to kill the messenger, they would have killed the messenger. But they gave this guy, this man, respite, Prophet Muhammad. Abu Sufyan says, I read I don't know how far it is true, in Battle of Uhud, when Rasulullah tells Umar bin Khattab to go up the hill to Abu Sufyan. Abu Sufyan tells Umar bin Khattab, bear witness that we did not kill Prophet Muhammad. So this ayat in Surah Anfal, ayat 30, that they wanted to kill him, they tried to stop him. Stop him from what? Preaching his religion peacefully like Buddha? Or against the idol worshippers also? Not just that Allah is one and this and that. But you're not even supposed to give water. It's not the same. You're whistling and clapping. You're not supposed to give water to the pilgrimages. Polytheists, meaning, not you. You know what I mean? I mean, my English is like this. Would you not fight against the people who broke their oaths? Here it's like this, and determined to expel the messenger. The messenger is here on earth. I mean, at this time, he's here, right? In Makkah, conquest of Makkah. And they had begun the attack upon you the first time. Do you fear them? But Allah is more right that you should fear Him if you are truly believers. 49. Fight them, Allah will punish them by your hands. Now you can't say that Allah is not punishing them. They were told to fight them. That is a punishment of Allah, right? So go back to Surah Anfal and see. Surah Anfal ayat 33 says, Allah would not punish them since you are among them, O messenger or prophet. Do you see this? These are clear contradictions, reconfirming that this was a false prophet. And not only that, he was killing people. Polytheists now. When they asked Allah to send on them the punishment, if this be truth, Allah didn't send the punishment on them. And then they're told in Surah Anfal 33 that Allah would not punish them since this prophet is among them. Now they're being told in Surah Tawbah 13 and 14, now 14, fight them, Allah will punish them by your hands and will disgrace them and give you victory over them and satisfy the breasts of a believing people. You see how this warmonger is telling you, oh, the believers were so enraged. So it means that you had gone mad too, wanting revenge from them. So he gave you justice. Killing, punishing. Allah will punish them by your hands. By your hands. This is a clear contradiction between Surah Anfal ayats 32, 33. And what did they do to him? 30 ayat tells you. They expelled him. They tried to kill him. They tried to stop him. Clear contradiction. Why can't you see it? And you're making me think and think it's torture, it's madness. Huh? How did you Shias bring this out to us? Huh? How could you say that Imam Hussein when all avenues of peace are closed? How can then you send or bring someone to say, from your, I don't know if it's Turkish or who, but someone is going on the YouTube saying that we ex-Muslims are spreading hatred, like the way Islam is not like, he needs to defend his religion the way he thinks his religion is, the way he takes his religion. Departing from the Quran ayats. He thinks Imam Ali has said, like he would take the good side, like I would take the good side, right? At times from the, just to, for here, like I don't, but I wouldn't believe in Christianity, like to take the good side of Christianity. Look, I don't know if Jesus was born to a virgin, right? But I would take some good points of the Bible to give you examples from there and here, but that doesn't mean I'm a Christian. So why is he a Muslim? No, you are distorting our religion. You are spreading hatred and you are spreading misunderstanding about our religion, Islam. That's not right. Another thing I wanted to show you, since in Surah Anfal it says, remember how they said, "O Allah, if this is indeed the truth from thee, rain down on us a shower of stones from," it should be from, not form, "stones from the sky, or send us a grievous penalty." So they're wishing that God would punish them. Then Surah Tawbah at 14, Allah will punish them with the hands, with your hands. But this, and the thing I really wanted to show you is that now I've got, so they wanted to die, right? This would mean that Allah's punishment would come on them and they would die. So they were led to their death. Wish for death if you are truthful. But here the Jews are being told, wish for death if you are truthful. And then they would never wish for death. But these polities here, the Quran ayat at least, I don't know, the Quran alleges this in Surah 90, Surah Baqarah, if the home of the hereafter with Allah is indeed for you specially and not for others of mankind, then long for death if you are truthful. Surah Baqarah at 94 and 95 says, but these Jews, they will never wish for death. Anyways, we have ayat for policies wishing for Allah's punishment and calling on Allah saying, then put a punishment on us. That would be that they would go to death, to their, they will die, right? Against Jews here, Surah 62 also, Jummah I think, ayat 6, say, O Muhammad, O you who are Jews, if you claim that you are favored of Allah apart from all mankind, then long for death if you are truthful. What last, anyone else, then seek your death, same ayat, yeah, Surah Baqarah ayat 94 and 95, but they will not wish for death. And Surah Jummah ayat against the Jews, they, you know, then long for death if you are truthful. So I was wondering, there's another ayat that came to my mind. They were driven to their death. Since these polytheists who then became his Sahabas also from Makkah, they were driven to their death. Is this the way to, could it be that he was, oh my God, driven to death, as if they were driven to death. Look how he's done it, killing them, driving them to the death. Since you wished for death, arguing with you concerning the truth after it had become clear. No, it had not become clear to them. Can we take this Surah Anfal ayat 2 and is this Surah Anfal ayat? Oh yes, it's the same surah, right? And now compare it with the Surah Anfal, same surah ayat 32. where they asked Allah to pour on them clay, rain, and what? That would kill them, right? So arguing with you concerning the truth after it had become clear to them, no, it had not become clear to them. Because they said, if this is the truth, then as if they were being driven toward death while they were looking on. Oh my God, although that ayat comes later on in the surah, we come back to the earlier ayat of the surah and compare it and see how they were driven to death now. Oh my goodness, by this messenger, using Allah, arguing with you concerning the truth after it had become clear, as if they were being driven toward death while they were looking on. So now these Makkans, like we were told, his Sahabas were first before polytheists. What did the polytheists pray for in the same surah to God? And it doesn't say praying. Because it says they said, O Allah, it means they challenged Allah. Just as thy Lord ordered thee out of thy house in truth, even though a party among the believers disliked it. Now, party among you believers disliked it. So what happens is, arguing with you concerning the truth after it had become clear, as if they were driven toward death while they were looking on. They're punished like this. Remember, believers, when Allah promised you one of the two groups, that it would be yours. Now, which battle is this, right? They didn't want to fight, but they're being forced to fight. And use this ayat and analyze it. Sit down, analyze it, study it with the same surah ayat. It's not Surah Baqarah. Just hasn't loaded properly, this website, Quran.com. Go to read Surah Anfal ayat 32. Could it be that's why they were punished, driven to their death? As if they were being driven to the death and they actually saw it. And also, another ayat, you wished for death. You wished for death. Now you see it. Now you are seeing it. Could it be those in Surah Anfal who told Allah, punish us if this is the truth? Ali Imran, Surah Ali Imran, verse 143. And you had certainly wished for martyrdom. No, it's not martyrdom. The ayat word by word is, the Arabic word is death. Before you, in maut, I think, it's not shahadat. Before you encountered it. This is where you see Sahih International, the translators, what is this, 143. Let me show you. (143). Quran.com. And certainly you used to wish for death. Why would they be wishing for death? Aren't they told to wish for death? The Jews were asked to wish for death. Now here you are told, and certainly you used to wish for death from before. Death. Maut. See, it's maut. al-mauta. You met it then indeed. You have seen it then indeed. You have seen it while you were looking on. This is not shahadat, eye martyrdom. It would have been indeed you wanted to fight in the cause of Allah. Did you think that you would enter heaven without Allah testing those of you who fought hard and remained steadfast? Yeah, the ayat here, previous one says, for you to rejoice. Did you think that you would enter heaven without Allah testing those of you who fought hard in His cause and remained steadfast? Now don't let this part deceive you, please. I'll be correcting myself. So you would think this is maut in the cause of Allah. But Allah is telling them here that did you think that you would enter heaven without Allah testing, meaning putting you on trials, even in battles? And then you, oh God, I don't know, I wish I was eloquent. You see, it doesn't, shouldn't be like this. That Allah testing you. So you're saying the defensive wars, okay, if the army is coming against you, I can go on about that now. And so Allah said, of course, for you to defend your lives, you need to fight and defend this religion also. This religion is above your lives. You are not, your life is not your life, right? You have to also see that save this religion for future generations. So your death is a sacrifice here. And you will be ever living. Don't consider those who die in the cause of Allah, what? Dead. They are alive. Right? So you might take this verse and carry it on, and you would say, yes, this means martyrdom, and you had certainly wished for death. They had wished for martyrdom before you encountered it. And you have now seen it while you were looking on. Now you're observing it with your own eyes. Muhammad is not but a messenger. Messengers have passed on before him. So if he was to die or be killed, would you turn back on your heels? Now it goes to another topic. Unfortunately, it's a doomed religion. Yes, now he's used this jihad and martyrdom to get you to fight, kill the polytheists, or convert them into Islam. Read between the lines, I say. And how is it that you can't see what I'm showing you now? And how your minds have been brainwashed and modified and conditioned to think this religion is a good religion. This is how you should read the ayats. But when I show you the ayats, when I'm showing this is a false prophet as he was, isn't it Allah exposing the hypocrites? Who are the hypocrites? Describing them. Isn't it Allah in the Quran saying these were hypocrites? Why kill these people? Why go after these people? Surah Azab. Why will you be incited against these people? Are you telling me? I'm saying no. This is not the religion I thought I was following. I thought Imam Hussein stood for a true religion, which stood for humanity, not to force people to convert, threaten them. His Allah, I saw, was doing this in the Quran ayats. This is not my Allah. This is not the true Allah. And I would also say, oh, true Allah, oh Allah, if this be the truth, then pour down, kill me right now, strike me dead, strike me dead. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is disease, and those who spread rumors in Al-Madinah, it was Yathrib, he changed it to Al-Madinah, it wasn't even his birth city, do not cease. Now he's telling us the Jews are giving him problems. Before in Makkah, the policies were giving him problems. What in the world is he doing? Maybe, yes, one person can be true and majority can be wrong. I don't deny that. But when I searched and did my research, I realized that even though this is the majority, this time the majority is right and this minority is wrong. Sorry. You see? Definitely, the one person could be right and the whole world can be wrong. I have written in my teen years in my diary, the world can think I'm notorious. I just have to explain it to God. And so, because God would understand, I felt people will not understand and think I'm notorious, I'm bad, and give me a bad reputation also. Not only that, they'll have to expose me, right? That she's a bad person, don't go to her. Now, if I tell you this religion is not of peace, although hypocritically, like what the Quran ayat says, that these hypocrites come, they say, we only want peace. So we will incite you against them. Before I forget, you read Surah Azab, I've come to this ayat many times. When I've said violence and all this, it's unfair, unjust, killing, massacre completely. These hypocrites, when they come to you, they say, we only meant peace. We only meant good. Peace. Hypocrites. I'm tired, sorry. My eyes are hurting. Can't, okay, I might get a headache again. Where's the ayat which says, the hypocrites, when they come to you, they say that we only want good, we only meant good. And you see, I found him to be that one the Quran ayat was referring to. Not the Jews, not the polytheists, not others at his time. So am I not going to call out and say, the truth, justice be done? Also, no, justice cannot be done. Those polytheists were killed unjustly. Quran ayats tell you. I've just shown you through Surah Anfal ayat 33. Again, Surah Tawbah ayats 13 and 14. Those polytheists were unjustly killed or converted into Islam, Muslims. When the hypocrites come to you, no. The hypocrites say, because there are two ayats like this or something, or I can't remember. The hypocrites say, we only meant good. You see how he's the one I want to show you. It's very difficult, so bear with me. And wouldn't you call a spade a spade? Wouldn't you say, this is a criminal? Long time ago, history. Let's correct history. He killed many unjustly, using his Allah, his religion. We are not spreading hate. When the hypocrites come to you, O Prophet, they say, we bear witness that you are certainly... No, that we also meant good. Maybe it doesn't say hypocrites, but it says when the disbelievers... And let not those who think that are gain. Can't find that ayat right now, greater than. We only want good, we only want peace. Peace or reconciliation. I can't remember. See, this is my problem. Then I'll start getting... It's not coming. When they are told, Surah Baqarah ayat 11, when they are told, do not spread corruption in the land, they reply, we are only peacemakers. What does it say about them? Who are they? And when it is said to them, do not cause corruption on the earth, they say, we are but reformers. What has he done? Broken houses is Allah, using Allah. Now have a better ayat. And when it is, in their hearts is a disease. So Allah has increased the disease for hypocrites. And for them is a painful punishment because they habitually used to lie. Liars. Sorry, not hypocrites, liars. And when it is said to them, do not cause corruption on the earth, they say, we are but reformers. I'm telling you, he was a habitual liar. He was a habitual liar. Compulsive liar. And habitual. Unquestionably, it is they who are the corrupters, but they perceive it not. And when it is said to them, believe as the people have believed, they say, should we believe as the foolish? Yeah, this, fools believe, and when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe. These are hypocrites, yeah. Liars and all. So it's been very difficult for me. Only through Quran ayahs if I can prove. And I have Surah Anfal ayat 33 is the... It's just nailed it against Surah Tawbah. And who are these? These were the ones who evicted. These were the ones who tried to stop him. These were the ones who tried to kill Prophet Muhammad. And then Surah Tawbah at 13, 14, while he's with them, yes, Allah will punish them by your hands. So fight them. How can you say before that while, yes, you know how? Because Allah, when they challenged Allah, if they say, they were praying, it was their prayer. It would be my prayer, oh Allah, if this is the truth, right? Maybe He had given them such a hard time that they were saying, oh Allah, they were very close. They had a personal relationship with Allah, their idol. Because Allah is not only, so that they were like, oh Allah, if this is the truth, then, maybe they knew this was not the truth. Even then they prayed like this to their Allah, their idol Allah. Maybe it was like that. Since it's just coming from Muhammad and you want to trust Muhammad, and then you're blindly following this. If you haven't examined closely these ayats like I have, And I'm one of them who has done this way. So why can't you look at it this way? Right? And this way we come to the, it's confirmed that he's a liar, he's a false prophet. When will I get? What do you call it? Sorry, excuse me. When will you see this, my side, the way I've brought you to seeing my research? I mean, it's like the research neutrally I did, leaving aside all others. So easy, I think I shouldn't have, like Allah, but it wasn't that easy, although, but easy to see through Quran ayats only. Even for the Quran only people, if they can be honest with themselves and see this, instead of defending him here and there and everywhere, and Quran only. We're trying to show you with good intentions. I'm not a Christian even. You know how it is to leave your religion, the religion that you thought was the best. And peace and humanity stood for humanity. No, it stands for its only its religion. Islam will be accepted. And it is intolerant towards other religions. It disdains other religions, looks down upon other religions. It goes without saying, doesn't it? And not only that the Christians and the Jews and Christians were not following their religion properly, but since they have stopped and don't believe in this, the polytheists, they're the worst creatures. Surah Bayinat. I think I had to do my research, so my research was on YouTube also. I listened to ex-Muslim Ahmed. He's a Christian, but I listen to the points because when a Muslim comes to him, I listen to the points, how they're debating, he's showing them. So I learn, and I can't give a single thing. Last night I learned so much, but I can't be like that. He's an encyclopedia or something, this ex-Muslim Ahmed brother. Although in one thing I disagreed with him about the hadith where Prophet Muhammad slept with his aunt. I disagree with those the Christians about that he, that. But the rest is amazing what last night. And how this, okay, I don't, should. So this person who came to him, even Quran only, like, look, how can you believe in the Quran when you don't know about Prophet Muhammad really? Right? What evidence are you left with? Then you're only left with the evidence that if this Quran ayats have contradictions, much contradictions, then this is a false religion. Then it is from other than Allah. Then I'm showing you the Quran only people also come and see. Then you don't want to see. I don't know why you do this. This makes me really exhausted. Like there you say, some people say, have you read the whole Quran? Some people said, you don't know the Arabic. Some people said, the Muslim said, what else did they say? Read it in context. Then the Ahl Sunnah comes saying, read it in, or Ahl Hadith comes saying, read it with the Hadith, read it with the Tafsir. The Shias would come and say, okay, we're going to, show her through crying for her. I'm crying for you, or I really care for you. I really want you to be guided in this true religion where our Hussein, where Imam Zain, you won't find taqseer de nahi. You won't find an example. We have a Noha in Punjabi. I learned it from Karachi, Pakistan, being there, having my upbringing there. तकसीर ते नहीं कोई सैयद थी होया वैरी कुल नु ज़माना. Can't sing. I'm out of breath, rebuked. Surah Dua Sabasab, what they've done to me. So, I can't even think at times. But I come here broken. Now, Surah Anfal ayats, nailed it. And there'll be more. And then I would say that, what shall we do? So I recommend you read Jiddu Krishnamurti. I recommend, what shall we do when we start with, let's start with nothing, right? That's how I like, and let's test now all the, let's test Om, let's test meditation, let's find out if there's proof of God's existence, and He has to be in us. Dying in us or living, I don't know, right? So like that, He has to be in us. As we are dying, and the proof of God has to be in us, like we sent signs on the horizons and in yourselves. Quran ayat. So what to do next? Let's see, I haven't had a genius, what do you call that? Breakthrough. So I can then give you the success. See this? Muji Baba shows. You can go to Muji Baba. Then we can have okay, if we start from nothing, won't we need a leader? No. Please, let's not jump to leaders, because we've had bad leaders also, good leaders also. We haven't lived their lives, right? Can we make love a religion? No, we can't. I don't. In my opinion, let's not make love a religion, because love, way of life. Let's see if we can be compassionate being. So, am I misguiding you? No, I'm just discovering, right? And then I can't give you something on a golden platter right now. So where will our societies go? Already Jiddu Krishnamurti has said, societies, you don't want to adjust to this extremely sick society. So many years we have gone wrong. Ending of time, I read Jiddu Krishnamurti and David Bohm. And anyways, now Sadhguru said from Isha Foundation, if I'm not mistaken, that now the economy, the capital system has given us this way of life. But, and Dr. Deepak Chopra says, remain in this uncertainty. But yes, may you have the strength to work, and earn for yourselves, your family members in this capital system. Then if you can find something better, I will be doing contemplation on that. If I succeed, if I get health also, and if I find wealth also, a system, I will give it to you. But sorry, really sorry right now. I don't even have good health. My headache may be coming back. I feel a little drowsy with the chamomile tea. I've got to go and I think I need rest. Thank you, Nurhaya, for being here. And I wish you a very good day. Okay? Always beautiful, brilliant. God bless you, your family members, your country, all of you. Let's see, welfare for the people, what we can give, and what we can sustain in ourselves, that we can sustain this compassion, compassionate self, mercy, merciful self. Hope you get it now. I hope you get this also that I'm showing you. And please cooperate. Civilized human being and honest, right? And if you want to point out a mistake to me, I'm thinking about that, like, you know. But if you come as a Muslim and point out one mistake, then I can tell you that that mistake doesn't, my one or two mistakes here, it really doesn't make a big difference. This religion is false, right? So please see that. I don't know. I mean, I'm saying please see it, but there's also this thing of addiction. And also sometimes a human being has this, if I didn't inherit it from my mother, jealousy, no jealousy. Like you feel happy that the other person, couples are happy. But, and that education, if someone is better than you, like ex-Muslim Ahmed or another ex-Muslim is better than you, wow, that's amazing. And ex-Muslim Ahmed is a Christian. But sometimes what happens is that feeling, oh no, I'm not good enough, and then you go into insecurity, and jealousies come up and all this. Tawbah, that's not good, right? So since there was, so this comes up in when, don't be ignorant of it. Like sometimes you want to also be right. If you're wrong, you won't apologize. Right? I've seen that also in human beings. Ego comes up. So that's the problem. What to do about that? So there will be people like that who will try to get you at your worst and bring out the worst in you. Knowingly, at times, this also happens. And so, of course, we have to struggle because Shia see it in a different way. Sunnis see it in a different way. This other man who came on ex-Muslim Ahmad is seeing it in a different way. And okay, we could even say that he's a rare, maybe the true person, true Muslim, who wants to spread Islam is a religion of, no, Islam is a mission of peace and love, right? He refuses to see these ayats, discrepancies in the ayats he refuses to see, Quran ayats. I don't know why he's doing this. Okay, I was going because I have a headache coming. I think again I need to be resting. But some ayats, in Ali Imran, I think it was, some ayats are mysterious. He refuses to And he was blaming ex-Muslim Ahmad for being ISIS, Al-Qaeda. And he has to do his dawah to show us that we are wrong. We are giving a bad name. Because of Al-Qaeda, because of ISIS, we are giving a bad name to our religion. So, what knows? Ex-Muslim, ex-Muslim Ahmad, as I think I'm very now. Where's that? I'll search for that ayat. But I don't know. He knows better how to. He has more command over English language too and Arab. So there are some verses. Right? There are some verses. I don't want to make life difficult for me, because I will not get some. There are some verses which are whatever they are. I keep forgetting. We are not. I am not. I know that. I have seen when I was a Shia, really nothing, not ISIS, not the killing of the Shias in Pakistan. No, no. I started to question this religion when I saw some ayats not well put. It is he whose end is Prophet Muhammad's concealing, and I could understand. Then I looked at the Shia side. I could understand. Though it was not satisfying. I'm really shocked, really, really shocked and saddened to see how the Shias have defended him and taken. They say this is the way it is, this ayat. It is you who sent down to you the book. In it are verses precise. They are the foundation of the book, and others unspecific. As for those in whose hearts is deviation, they will follow that of it which is unspecific. So this person was telling this ex-Muslim Ahmad that what you are doing is you are giving a bad name to the Quran by taking the unspecific verses to seek discord and seeking an interpretation suitable to them. And no one knows its true interpretation except Allah. Right? This is the ayat he used against, even like he can use it against me. For the discrepancies, inconsistencies I'm showing in the ayats, those ayats are not unspecific, because Allah said, the ayats have shown you are very clear about what should be done and why it should be done, right? Surah Anfal ayats, it has a very clear meaning that when this messenger is among you, Allah will not punish you. And if you seek for forgiveness also, Allah will not punish you. It's and the believers have to understand these ayats to live by some ayats, like, who to kill. Mujtahid needs to know these ayats to know when a punishment should be meted out, what time, when a punishment should not be meted out, to what kind of a person. Right? So we are showing you those clear ayats which every believer should know. And in them are discrepancies. In them are inconsistencies, which leads to the fact that he was the hypocrite. He was the one saying, oh, we want peace. We want a corruptionless Medina, corruptionless Makkah, corruptionless world. He was the one who didn't want it, but was saying he, and look how he's made you people, the Muslims of his time, fight, believers fight, disbelievers, take jizya from them. Isn't it that you need to understand those verses, every common Muslim also, that he knows when a mujtahid, when his Muslim leader has to tell him, I mean, are you going to say, I'm ignorant about my Islamic laws? You can't plead ignorance as a Muslim believer. When the Sharia court says, we're going to punish you for this crime you've committed, if you say, you're not a child. Say, I don't know what you're talking about. Sharia court? Islam doesn't say to punish me. Right? Where in the Quran does it say, punish me? Oh, I am the Quran only. Or I have my Islam, sorry. So you're living in a Muslim country like Iran. You've got your wife there. And they say it's a state, it's Islamic, that you wear hijab. It's mandatory Islamic. Islam says mandatory. You say, no, that's not my religion. But anyways, okay, wife, put on a hijab. But then why are you punishing my wife if her hijab is not well worn? That's not Islam. Oh, you are kind of lower than ISIS. All these problems pop up, right, for you. Then are you going to tell Iran that you're another worse country representing Islam? Oh no, my Islam is of peace and this and love. So if your Islam is of love, then love, you don't even know what love is. Love is the thing that guides you, that gives you, that transforms you. Do you know what love is? And yet, we are told, Prophet Muhammad, you love them, you can't guide them. Even if you love them, you can't guide them. And so we are seeking discourse, we are seeking discord, we are seeking hatred by showing, no, the right verses we're showing. We're not showing these mutashabi verses, unspecific. We're not showing, no, we are showing very specific verses that have discrepancies, that have injustices. Unjustly killing of polytheists. In the name of Allah, in the name of Islam, Islam will save you. Islam is your savior. Islam will finish corruption. Islam will do this. Make you the best dignified person, insan al-kamil. Okay? No. We are not doing this. I'm leading you after this to find out for yourself what love is. And love is your own guide. Here we are being told the soul is prone to evil. You can't even trust your own soul, but you trust another outside, a messenger sent by Allah, and he will save you. No messenger has even been able to save majority of people. So those very majority, maybe those majority disbelievers who this Quran calls stubborn and unbending and doing corruption, might come and be saved by, if I now send out love to them, only love. Even in your darkest times, your beloved is there to take care of you. You are, God forbid, if I was blind and the person I loved was with me, oh, maybe it could be enough, right? Maybe I would never complain because she is there, or he is there, or my mother is there, or my husband is there. Love is the best wasila, the beloved. And you're saying, your Quran ayat is saying to Prophet Muhammad that those whom you love you cannot guide, but Allah guides whom He wills. And what Ali commentary, what Shia commentary on that verse? My goodness. No, Allah and the Prophet are the same. So it means that even if Allah loves you, He cannot guide you, because it says Prophet it's His will. I really didn't understand there, so I just left it. But for now, I've reached the nail in the grave of Islam, right? Last nail. Why can't you see it? Because you're so brainwashed. You can't see it. And then don't you blame Yazid for being a tyrant. Still, he blamed Yazid. And no, those Umayyads, those all, Muawiyah, Abu Sufyan, those all were tyrants. You see, so they were tyrants according to whom? Which history did you read? Huh? The same person who challenged ex-Muslim Ahmad, saying that we are spreading lies and hate. About the Quran and all, Islam. Says that those were tyrants. Now, which history told you that those were tyrants? So he's hiding behind some history. Either he call himself a Shia, or that he's trying to defend Ali Muhammad. Be honest. Which history are you reading in Islamic history that you're saying Yazid was a tyrant, Muawiyah was a tyrant, Abu Sufyan was a tyrant? When I read the Islamic history, Abu Sufyan doesn't seem to be to me as a tyrant. It was Prophet Muhammad who was wanted the Muslims to attack his caravan, Abu Sufyan's caravan. Abu Sufyan was not a liar. Which history are you reading? Again, you're falling to the Ahlul Bayt side. That they never killed anyone. But the hypocrites, they show you that they never killed anyone. Allah killed them. Okay? And Allah killed them by your hands. These are the very hypocrites. And Hussein's grandfather was the worst hypocrite. So please see it. Surah Anfal ayats compared with Surah Tawbah ayats like I've shown you earlier on in this live stream. Thank you so much. Now I leave you with the truth and nothing but the truth. No matter what the Muslims, even in minority, one or two may say against us,